is getting underway here.
Yep, absolutely. Our first map is going to be Northern Fjords. Very, very open, very high flight ceiling. It can be played either as a brawling map or as a sniping map. It works well for either side. This is, I'd say, one of the more balanced maps when it comes to that. But either way, we are getting underway. Both teams are quite ready. On the Overwatch side, we have the Kitty, a Pyramidion being piloted by Puppyfur. On the front, we have a Hades and Artemis. And on the port side, an Artemis and a flare gun to deal with those clouds. Aboard the Rainbow Crash, a Pyramidion being piloted by Redria. We have another Hades Artemis with a Carronade mine launcher on the port. And they're already charging in.
And on the Dancing Feather, captained by Frogger, we have a left side Hades Artemis. And on the front, we have an Artemis. And on the right side, we have a Gat Mortar. And finally, captained by Semi BT on the Admiral Quackbar, we have a left side Artemis, Hades, front Artemis, and right side, Gat Mortar. And yes, oh my god, the Rainbow Crash goes down already. I couldn't even finish the loadouts. Oh my goodness.
Golly, that is so aggressive. Okay, I understand what they were trying to do. They understand that junkers are very difficult to engage from ranges because that hull is such a small target. When one Pyramidion goes in that much farther ahead than the other, it's so easy for the junkers to pick out a target and pick those Hades apart, especially when the target is moving straight towards you. That is an easy Hades shot.
And especially when, I mean, basically, the Mandarins just outnumber Overwatch in terms of guns. They've got 4 Artemi, 1 Hades. They've got 2 Artemi, 2 Hades. And, yeah, just the pure numbers game, of course, the Mandarins are going to win. I mean, Overwatch have got to come up with some kind of a plan here. They're just charging straight in, I don't think is going to work.
Yeah, absolutely. There's only one real disadvantage to a junker, and that's that it can't control its engagement range. When the Pyramidion comes into your optimal range anyway, like what's
Admiral
happening
Quackbar
now.
zoning out the T as they both focus fire on the Rainbow Crash. I think the Rainbow Crash is going to go down again here.
It's looking like it. Admiral Quackbar still has both of its engines. Throws out tar a little bit funny there, making sure the mountain can't see anything. Rainbow Crash dropped down far enough, but the Gat Mortar is coming out. Admiral Quackbar stepping over to help its ally, the Dancing Feather, though.
Admiral Quackbar looks like he might be switching. Admiral Quackbar being a little bit ambivalent here. Dancing Feather going up high. Oh no, Admiral Quackbar's back on the Rainbow Crash again. He's within range. Oh, we've got the double Gat Mortar. Great focus fire on the Rainbow Crash. Ooh. And the mortars finish him off.
That was beautiful. I love how as soon as the armor went down, they stopped firing the Gatlings, got them reloading just in case, but it was unnecessary. Those little optimizations are just so impressive.
Yes, indeed. And now the Kitty getting out of dodge. Realizes that's not a place he wants to be in. But the Rainbow Crash has just respawned on the opposite side of the map. It's going to be difficult for these two to reunite with the sharp-eyed Mandarins having the center map control.
I think right now they're going for a flank. They want to be able to control that distance. I think that their idea is if they come in from either side and close the distance, it'll be more difficult to focus down both ships at once. But look at this. The Mandarins see the Rainbow Crash and they say, okay, let's just go on one of the ships that's all alone, and they are going to brawl the Kitty to death. Gatlings coming out.
Yes, indeed. And at this close range, I'm not sure the Kitty's going to be able to handle it. The armor's down on the Kitty. Oh, Dancing Feather rams into the Kitty as the hull's down. Oh, doesn't quite get the finishing mortar shot, though.
It's going to have to rise back up. Its balloon is not looking... Well, it's a little bit damaged. Admiral Quackbar, though, in a lot of trouble. Balloon's not looking good. Armor's low as well. If that balloon goes down, Admiral Quackbar is not going to survive this, I don't think.
Focus fire on the Admiral Quackbar, that crucial... and just not being able to finish the Kitty is proving disastrous for the Mandarins.
Absolutely. Right now, they're banking on the fact that they can take out one target very quickly. But right now, the balloon is down on the Admiral Quackbar. That is going to make the Hades ridiculously easy to land. Balloon comes back up just before another Hades barrage can come out. The Dancing Feather doing some nice covering fire.
Well, I don't think the Hades is ever ridiculously easy to land, but it will make it significantly easier, yes. In any event...
significantly easier.
In any event, the fire going
Well,
down on the kitty, and now Admiral Quackbar's trying to get on the kitty's level. But the Admiral Quackbar, oh, here we go. The Rainbow Crash has just got a bunch of tar in its face. They've lost the spots in the Admiral Quackbar. Now the kitty's all alone for the focus fire.
Oof.
And there's the finish.
There we go. Dancing Feather provided just enough covering fire.
Look at that crucial tar placement there. I mean, just realizing that dropping the spots are just so crucial when your enemy is just fighting sort of medium to long range like this.
Well, in interviews, the Ducks have talked about the way that they like tar not only as a defensive and offensive tool for damaging enemy ships, but also for stopping vision. If you can't see your ally, or enemy, excuse me. If you cannot see your enemy, then it becomes even if you have a spot, it becomes very difficult to gauge the distance.
Yes, indeed it does. And talking of distance, great segue there, the Rainbow Crash is reversing away from the Admiral Quackbar and the Dancing Feather, but I'm not sure it's fast enough. Oh, every Hades shot is just on the money. Oh, I think Rainbow Crash ascending though.
I think what we're seeing right now is superior firepower. You're absolutely right. The reason you take a Pyramidion over a Junker is that you get the ability to control the distance between you and your opponent. You lose out on one full gun's worth of damage for that opportunity. However, Overwatch has not been controlling it the way that they need to. They've been going in one at a time. And the Mandarins have been doing a wonderful job of making sure that they only are engaged with one Pyramidion at a time.
And also another advantage of choosing a Pyramidion over a Junker is just that ramming potential. Just being able to slam dunk them down with that superior weight. And usually, you know, Overwatch will definitely make use of something like that. But, oh, just the Mandarins just positioning, flying is just too good.
Yeah, every time Overwatch repositions to try and get a good angle of approach for a ram, the Mandarins reposition. And as soon as the Pyramidions show their face again, they stop, make it easier for their gunners to land hits and take them down before that ram actually matters. And even if the ram does happen, they'll end up hurting their own hull.
Now, Kitty is getting cover here. However, they have left the Rainbow Crash potentially isolated. The Mandarins are just going right for the Rainbow Crash.
Yep.
No wasted motion here.
This is what's so dangerous about flanking. You're going to end up isolating one of your ships, and the Mandarins are not going to give up an advantage like that. Dancing Feather, though, eating some serious Hades fire from the kitty. Those Hades are on point.
Yes, just as good Hades shots as you've ever seen. I mean, these Mandarins are going full speed as these Hades shots are firing, and the Rainbow Crash is adjusting its altitude and trajectory. It is just incredibly skilled Hades shots.
Well, we saw this last week. The knee-jerk reaction to try and dodge fires off into drop.
There we go. Look at that. Another tar from the Dancing Feather blocking off the kitty.
Beautiful, like, positioning. The Mandarins know where every ship is at any given time, and they are using it to their advantage. Rainbow Crash goes down once again. When it dropped down that low to try and dodge that fire, it made
and now the kitty, all dressed up, nowhere to go. He arrived at this party a bit too late. Oh, Kitty's been spotted. It could be all she wrote for the Kitty and the Overwatch team in this first match of the series. Kitty reversing as fast as it can.
Hades is down on the Dancing Feather, but the Admiral Quackbar rising up. They don't need the spot on the Kitty. They know where she is. And the Hades are coming out not quite accurate. The Kitty may survive long enough for the Rainbow Crash to come in to assist.
Oh, Kitty takes a bounce! Oh, Kitty takes a crucial bounce! Oh, no! Oh, now there's nowhere for Kitty to go now. Kitty's popping kerosene, but I think that's it for the Kitty.
Yep, as it drops, it's going to be easier and easier to land those Hades, and it's going to leave the Artemis easily in arc. Armor's down, that's it. First game, 5-0 for the Mandarins, with a very, very convincing victory.
Yes, just a real clinic in terms of just positioning and just accuracy of fire.
Yeah, someone was saying in chat, who was that? Ace Rimmer was saying the Mandarin Gunners are on fire tonight, and absolutely. Not just because of the Hades, but also because they are firing extremely well.
Mandarin Gunners are on...
Wrong victory from the Mandarins. But the second match is going to be Duel at Dawn, much closer quarters, lower flight ceiling, much more junk lying around. And if the balloons go down on those junkers, they will be in a lot of trouble. I think Overwatch may have a better chance on this map.
Alrighty, well, would you like to get us started with Overwatch? You did do it last time.
Yeah, absolutely. Aboard the Squishy, a squid being piloted by Luna Lee, giving a little smooch to his ally there. We have an Artemis on the front, a carronade on the starboard, and a mine launcher to poop out some mines on the back. Aboard. Oh, being piloted by Puppy Fur, excuse me. Got distracted by the romance there. Aboard the Rainbow Crash, a Pyramidian being piloted by Redria, we have a carronade flamer with a Banshee and Flare on the port side.
And on the Dancing Feather, captained by Frogger. On the left side, we have a Hades Artemis, front Artemis, right side Gat Mortar. On the Admiral Quackbar, we have a left side Hades Artemis, front Artemis, right side Gat Mortar. In any event, it looks like the Mandarins here are going straight for that center map control. They're looking to pin the Mandarins down inside of those ribs. Squishy already coming out with that tar and those mines to block them off.
So though blocking them off isn't what they need to close distance, and as long as they are pinned behind these ribs, it is going to be very difficult to do so.
Dear.
Squishy,
oh dear, Squishy, what are you doing?
What is going
into
on?
a mine!
Into their own mine.
Into their own
What?
mine.
What's
oh my goodness, Squishy!
going
Talk about
on?
closing distance. This is taking it too far.
I'm not sure it was worth sacrificing all of your hull for that. I have...
Ooh. That was
What?
painful.
I don't know if there was a strategy that they were using there, but it was amusing. I'll give them that.
Oh, I don't know. I found that more painful to watch than amusing. I mean, Overwatch are a good team, but that was a catastrophic mistake.
I'm not sure if that was a... I'm not sure you could do that on accident. That looked coordinated.
Well, in any event, now the Squishy... Oh, look at that. Just sneaking underneath those ribs there. But Squishy has been spotted, and now the Overwatch team are completely split up. They're relying completely on the Squid's superior maneuverability. But already 2 of the engines have been taken down, even when the Squishy's going at top speed. Just these great gunners, great gungineers. They're just shooting out the Squishy's engines.
Ugh. Didn't lose any hull there. So it managed to do pretty well throwing out tar to slow him down, but because of the trade winds on this map, it pushes the tar out of the way very quickly. The Rainbow Crash.
The Rainbow Crash is coming in, but he's getting double focus fired here. Oh, but he gets the Admiral Quackbar's balloon down.
One turning engine down. Right now, the Mandarins are picking the right target. They didn't want the guns, they wanted the engines so that the Rainbow Crash would sail past. And then the maneuverability of the Admiral Quackbar allowed it to move.
Oh,
Ooh,
big mine
going
hit
out.
on the
Squishy
Dancing Feather.
Backing up.
Oh,
the Dancing Feather.
perfect mine
Second mine
placement.
hit.
Juggling the Dancing Feather into the air with those mines. Good golly, Miss Molly. And now the armor's taken down and the Dancing Feather. It's been stripped. Oh, and another mine hit.
The balloon got taken down and they dropped into the third mine that the Squishy had dropped. Rainbow Crash trying to make something happen on the Dancing Feather, but its engine column is getting ripped apart by that Gatling on the Admiral Quackbar. Rainbow Crash targeting the Dancing Feather. Flamer coming out, but the armor is down on the Rainbow Crash. Mortars are coming out. Hulls taking hits. Where's that armor? They need to get it back up. There it is, but only barely.
Yeah,
Dancing Feather.
They can't keep it up
drogue
forever.
chute.
Oh
Rainbow
my goodness,
Crash.
Rainbow Crash stays alive. Oh, that crucial mortar shot did not land. They took the Admiral
Another
Quackbar
mine.
Down.
Dancing Feather getting hit by another mine after it was sitting in that tar cloud for half of forever. It has drogue chute, Squishy now all alone.
Squishy in
No,
dangerous
not
territory
quite.
here. There are just mines everywhere right now.
Dancing Feather is having a lot of trouble figuring out how to approach.
Oh,
It's
look
got
at
to move a
these
little forward.
mines. Look at how they've blocked off the Dancing Feather. However, the Admiral Quackbar does at the drop on the Rainbow Crash, and I don't think the Rainbow Crash is going to be able to get out. Or maybe it is! The Rainbow Crash just reverses out to the arcs of the Admiral Quackbar in time. And now the
Balloon
Admiral
down.
Quackbar's balloon's down.
Squishy coming in as well to help keep that balloon down. Dancing Feather, though, working its way out of that bad position, but it's got to come a long way around to avoid any mines that the Squishy may have laid. Admiral Quackbar going to be the focus, but the Dancing Feather sees there are no mines in the way, and it is free to approach at will, and it fires.
Oh, here we go. This could be the big ram by the Rainbow Crash on the Admiral Quackbar. Sammy propping Drove. That'll keep him alive a bit longer, but he's going to be relying on the Dancing Feather to get him out of this tricky situation. Oh, but the Gap Mortar from the Admiral Quackbar still allowing him to fight even as he goes down. And now the Rainbow Crash on a sliver of health here.
Yeah, that Gatling is going to be easy to land. Balloon is almost down. There it is. Nice timing from that mortar. Now the Squishy, though, dealing with the Dancing Feather quite handily. If the Dancing Feather gets dropped where it is now, it is going to be
any moment now.
Trouble. There goes the balloon. It's going to drop down into that awful geometry. Look at that.
Any moment now, the Admiral Quackbar is going to come back in now, and there it is, preventing Squishy from getting the finish on the Dancing Feather.
Now it's got to back up. It's keeping its front facing toward the Admiral Quackbar and Dancing Feather to keep its engine column alive.
Rainbow Crash coming in now on the Admiral Quackbar, taking advantage of the fact that the Dancing Feather is temporarily disabled. Focus on the word temporarily here. Oh, look at the Admiral Quackbar! Oh, but it was a little bit of a dodgy ram. It knocked his gun arcs off for a little bit, and now he's getting fired on by the Dancing Feather. However, the Squishy and the Rainbow Crash have the Dancing Feather alone on this altitude, though. The Gatling going down on the Squishy, but I think the Squishy's going to be able to get out in time.
Mine's coming out, but the armor is down on the Squishy. Mortars not landing the way they need to. All engines are up on the Squishy as the Rainbow Crash continues to pound down the Admiral Quackbar. The Rainbow Crash is in the Junker's one blind spot.
Oh, everything on fire on the Admiral Quackbar. If at first you don't succeed, try again is Redria's motto here. Trying to ram down the Admiral Quackbar into the ground. Another big ram on the Admiral Quackbar. Knocks his arcs off slightly, but not too much. Oh, now the Admiral Quackbar bouncing.
Where's the ram? If they can get the ram, this is over. Armor is slowly being chipped down. There's another bump. The drogue chute has kept them alive for a little while longer. How's the Squishy doing? It's doing just fine dealing with the Dancing Feather. It's got its Artemis in arc.
You see, once Overwatch have managed to get these Junkers separated, it's very difficult.
Look at that! Goomba Stomp!
Yeah, wow.
Textbook. Beautiful. Right into that wedge.
Yes, a textbook written in blood, scrawled in sort of arcane script.
Bound in flesh.
Bound in flesh, indeed. And now the Dancing Feather getting blended down. The Dancing Feather trying to separate. As I was saying before, you called that great ram. Once the Overwatch team have managed to divide and conquer these Junkers, it's difficult. They don't have the speed to reunite as quickly as they'd like to.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the difficulties of using Tar as a Junker. You can zone yourself out from your ally. And this is where Overwatch shines. You're absolutely right. If they can divide the enemy ships, they are impeccable at tearing out people one-on-one. And they've chosen good ships for it. I'm not sure there's a better duelist than a Carronade Flamer.
Oh, now the Admiral Quackbar just eating a mine in all the tar. Everything's disabled on the Admiral Quackbar. Overwatch are fighting back hard as the Rainbow Crash has got the Dancing Feather just ground down into the ground here.
Oof, the balloon's back up, but I don't know for how much longer Carronade brings it back down.
Big ram.
Goomba Stomp, and I think they're going to go for a nose cone bump. Yep! Sandwiched! There it goes. 2 for 2. Squishy throwing out Tar defensively. Quackbar hitting a mine.
Oh, those were incendiary mines, I think. Look at all those fires.
Oh my god. 5 fires on the balloon, hull, engines.
But his engines are still...
Oh god. Oh god, look at this.
His rear engine is still up.
The Admiral Quackbar does not have a single extinguisher. Nobody has an extinguisher on that ship.
Nope, it's all chem spray. But if you don't get everything chemmed, then it will come back to bite you in the arse. As the Admiral Quackbar is discovering here, our big ram from the Rainbow Crash on the Admiral Quackbar. However, Dancing Feather does have his arcs on the Rainbow Crash. but Squishy's fighting back. Squishy's just done a great job of running interference here while the Rainbow Crash gets the kills. Oh, now the Rainbow Crash's armor's down!
The disables have got to come out from the Squishy. The Squishy has got to do something with the Dancing Feather.
Carronade and Artemis on those guns, guys. Whatever you can. Gotta buy some time for the Rainbow Crash to get the kill.
Artemis down.
Oh, but Admiral Quackbar's back up. He's got the Gap Mortar on the Rainbow Crash, and the Dancing Feathers folks firing along with him. Even though they're going down, they're still fighting.
Oh, there it is.
Clutch kill. Oh,
the Squishy gonna have to get out of here. It's up high. It's going to take a while for those Artemide to get an arc. But unless it drops. Puppy, what are you doing? Why?
I think it's a calculated risk. He knows he can get out in time if he just accelerates.
Using that tar to conceal his movement.
But it is a risk.
They need those mines.
Puppy Fur is close to the edge of the map. There's not that many places he has to go. He's buying time for his ally to get back in.
Those mortars were so close. Rainbow Crash coming back in for defense, though. But this is a very open field. Yeah, this is where the Mandarins want to fight.
Rainbow Crash is charging right past the Dancing Feather. I think that'll be a mistake. It's going to allow both the Admiral Quackbar and the Dancing Feather to focus fire on the Rainbow Crash if they so choose. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. The Gatling going down the Rainbow Crash from both ships now. A lot of Gatling actually missing there, but no, now it's on the money. Rainbow Crash's armor rapidly being stripped. They're just drogging down and fighting the Rainbow Crash. The Rainbow Crash trying to get out of here.
Yeah, the Mandarins finding their way to fight without balloons. That drogue chute has been integral to keeping the Mandarins in this game. Right now, it's keeping the... I really think the drogue chute is what kept this game in the Mandarins' favor. Right now, it's 3-2, but the Rainbow Crash getting the better of Admiral Quackbar. Nice Goomba Stomp. Going to
Admiral
throw him way down. Forced to use the drogue chute again, but it's going to put him down very low, and the Dancing Feather is soon going to have a very large battleship between him and his ally, Overwatch,
great turn.
Again, taking control of this engagement.
Rainbow Crash just did a great turn there, just got him right in a position for a big Goomba Stomp on the Admiral Quackbar, and the Admiral Quackbar's destroyed.
Brutal. That was 100-0, ramming him right into the dunes. The Dancing Feather coming in on the Rainbow Crash. Gatling going out, but the Rainbow Crash isn't worried at all. Going to rise up using a little bit of kerosene as the Squishy moves in to use its Carronade and Goomba Stomp again.
Too much Hydro there, Redria. A little bit too much. I mean, you know, they could have got a finish on the Dancing Feather, but now they're way high. They're too high up, and now the Admiral Quackbar's coming back in.
Dancing Feather rising up. It's not quite gonna bump. The piloting on this map has been impeccable, I gotta say.
Certainly been impressive. Everyone makes mistakes, and either team will be quick to exploit them. And now the Rainbow Crash coming in on the Admiral Quackbar. Big ram takes the balloon down.
Mandarins made a huge mistake. Admiral Quackbar, instead of coming in Lotus to try and help its ally, it came in from on high and split itself. But the Gatling going down from the Dancing Feather, Squishy coming in, putting out the tar. It's going to go through it. It's going to try to throw these mines.
Oh, oh, here we go. The tar and the mines again on the Dancing Feather and the Admiral Quackbar. Wow. Admiral Quackbar is coming in on the Rainbow Crash, but he's split up from his ally here. Oh, no, he isn't. Dancing Feather has glided around the tar. Now the folks firing the Rainbow Crash. The Rainbow Crash needs to gain altitude. He's to gain altitude right now.
Oh, I think he's going to be okay. The mortars are not in arc. The Squishy backing up. Can he get the mine launcher going on the Admiral Quackbar? No. All of its members are focused on keeping the ship alive and firing on the Dancing Feather.
Oh, Squishy just gliding past the Dancing Feather, trying to pop tar into its wake. But the Dancing Feather going right up through, and now the Rainbow Crash is in a horrible position. It's about to get focus fired here. The dual streams of Gatling going down on the Rainbow Crash. Oh, the Dancing Feather hits a mine, but it doesn't matter. Up.
One more.
The last mortar does not come in on the Rainbow Crash. The Rainbow Crash avoids the last mortar, and now they've got the Dancing Feather where they want him.
There's the Flamer, armor's down, and a Dancing Feather is going to drop down onto that battleship. Not a place you want to be. Now they've got their port side lined up with the side. It's going to be difficult.
Hit on the Squishy's mines! Oh, that was a huge mine hit! And now the double streams of Gatling are going down on the Squishy! The armor stripped on the Squishy! Oh, but a
Mine
mine
goes out.
hit on the Admiral Quackbar!
Squishy going to survive a little bit longer, but right now,
the dancing feather just went down there. And now the Admiral Quack...
I'm not sure how.
I think maybe it was a mine. Maybe his balloon was out too long. In any event, the Admiral Quackbar is all on his own against the Squishy and the Rainbow Crash. Overwatch have got to be aggressive here, I feel. They've got to finish this one off.
Oh, no. The Rainbow Crash backs up, and now it's flanked. Gatling
and the dancing
coming down.
Feather
there it
right
is.
behind.
4-4.
Oh, dear. 4-4. Oh, it's nail-biting action here. Now the Admiral Quackbar's just been mined, but I don't know if the Squishy's got what it takes to finish him.
Oh, that's
the Squishy... Oh, and another mine hit. Just picture-perfect mining here.
10 stacks of fire on one of those turning engines. Man, a single incendiary mine will put 5 stacks of fire on almost everything it hits. That is absolutely insane. Squishy firing out that Artemis, keeping the Admiral Quackbar down, but the Overwatch has got to put themselves in a better position. Right now, it ended up going even, but this is still the area that the Mandarins want to fight, and the Squishy taking big Hades fire.
Yes, indeed. Oh, now they're just... Oh, the Rainbow Crash just charging for the Admiral Quackbar. He just wants to end this here. Oh,
they want that cake.
It might be a bit hasty. Yes.
The Admiral Quackbar drops. That was a nice drop. Balloons, I don't think they had control over it, actually. They lost their
Nicolas Cage's insane desires aside, the Rainbow Crash is getting focus fired. There you go, I got that reference. Oh, a big mine hit on the dancing feather.
Fire is down, and it is going to take a long time to bring those under control without any extinguishers. The Rainbow Crash in a lot of trouble. Squishy keeping the dancing feather at bay as the Rainbow Crash tries
I'd say the Admiral Quackbar might be in trouble. Admiral Quackbar's balloon is down. He's getting dangerously low. The Rainbow Crash coming in. He looks like he might want that Goomba Stomp. And he's in a good position to get it. Admiral Quackbar's going to bounce. Oh, this could be it. This could be it right here.
Rainbow Crash is in the perfect position.
Oh, the Rainbow Crash takes a bounce off one of those side guns on the ship.
He's got to turn.
Oh, that just barely saved the Quackbar.
He's okay. He can Goomba Stomp this.
Oh, now he's smashing in. The ram has begun, but the dancing feathers firing the Gatling on the Rainbow Crash.
This is going to be close. He wants the nose cone bump. The guns are enough.
The Admiral Quackbar will be crushed with the dancing feather. Oh, Overwatch do it.
Wow.
What a game. This series just not disappointing at all so far. Overwatch.
Holy cow.
Far more competitive performance on this map, just perfectly suited for that style of theirs.
I can't. Oh, that was amazing damage control. That bump was a huge mistake, but they managed to turn it around, and not only did they get the Goomba Stomp, but they got the very
It certainly doesn't last on Twitch.
Peryton Rumble, very, very odd map. There are some lanes that are very good for sniping, but if you drop down into those buildings, you can sneak around very easily. Along with that, cloud cover tends to be very low, makes sneaking around very easy, and the Mandarins do not run flares.
And talking of the teams that are in this match, first up we have the Squishy. Thank you. First up we have the Squishy with a front Artemis, a right side Carronade, and a rear mine on the Rainbow Crash, captained of course by Redria. We have a front Carronade Flamer and a side Flare Rocket Carousel.
And for the Mandarins, we have the Dancing Feather, a Junker being piloted by Frogger. It has an Artemis and Hades on the port side with an Artemis on the front for a trifecta, and the Gat Mortar on the starboard. Aboard the Admiral Quackbar, being piloted by Sammy BT, we have a Junker with much of the same. Artemis Hades on the port, another Artemis on the front, and a Gat Mortar on the starboard.
Alrighty. Oh, they're looking for caster guidance here. Go! Exclamation mark. Cat smiley face. There we go. Right. And now, thank God somebody disconnected there, gave us actual time to do the loadouts. Looks like the Squishy's already been spotted here, as well as the Dancing Feather and the Admiral Quackbar. The engagement has started. The focus fire going down on the Squishy.
It's gonna have to drop, but it can drop to the safety of the building.
Oh no, Squishy's gotten stuck a bit. Oh dear. Oh, that bridge is very nasty for getting stuck. It's okay.
Okay, full
it's
hull.
Okay.
They did not lose any hull. Armor's back up.
Squishy got out of that one. Oh yes, just sometimes in this map your speed can work against you. You'll end up ramming it. It's just this is probably the worst map for ramming into shit. And now the R-rated casting again. And now the Admiral Quackbar and the Dancing Feather floating above the building that should not physically be. Looks like the Overwatch are trying some sort of a flanking maneuver here as the Mandarins go. Oh, but it looks like I think the Mandarins are one step ahead of them here. The Rainbow Crash is isolated. The Mandarins are heading straight for him.
There's only one direction the Rainbow Crash could have come from. Squishy getting a bump.
Oh
losing
dear,
its armor
Squishy!
Again.
Squishy! Oh, Squishy.
Puppy fur.
You gotta be careful, mate. You gotta be careful.
Rainbow Crash rising up. It wants to engage them,
oh dear, Rainbow Crash. I don't know if this is the best time to spring the trap. The Gatling going down on the Rainbow Crash. The Admiral Quackbar following up the Artemis and the Hades.
It's trying to rise to get out of that arc, but the armor's down. It's kerosining back, but that is not going to help a whole lot when they get the Hades and Artemis in arc. It's eating a lot of fire, but the Squishy coming around from the other side. If the Rainbow Crash can get everything in order, they may be able to split up the Mandarins again, but the Dancing Feather in a very bad spot.
Oh dear, yeah.
It's moving out. It's
yeah,
moving out. It's okay. It's okay. It wasn't abysmal.
Right. And the Rainbow Crash has taken a bit of permahull, but the Squishy now coming in on the Dancing Feather. You've got to be so careful of carronades on this map.
Gatfire coming down on the Rainbow Crash, but the armor is staying up. Flamer goes out. Balloon's not looking good. Armor goes down.
Oh, the Rainbow Crash got duck junkers on either side, but he manages to fly over the Quackbar, taking his balloon down. But the Dancing Feather is keeping his arc to the Rainbow Crash. Rainbow Crash trying to turn. This could be a huge mistake.
Dancing Feather
the
continued
Squishy body
firing its
blocking.
mortars.
The squid is body blocking the Pyramidion. That's not something you will hear me say very often. And now the Squishy coming back out again. Oh, but he should have perhaps body blocked a bit longer. Or maybe not. No, the Rainbow Crash managed to get out. The Admiral Quack coming up behind the Rainbow Crash.
There goes the balloon on the Dancing Feather, and look where it lost its balloon.
Oh,
right over a building.
The Gat Mortar took down the Rainbow Crash. The Admiral Quackbar sneaking up behind. Do not leave Admiral Quackbar alone for too long. Oh, yes!
Squishy, though. Look at that.
Dancing Feather is impaled on the top of that building. He's trying to glide away.
Armor's up. It has the armor up, but the balloon's going down again. The Squishy is staying on the far side of the building.
Needs to get out. Oh, I think Frogger's glitched into the scenery. I think he's velcroed. Look at that. He's kerosining forward, but he can't get off.
Oh, stuck. Velcroed to that building. Of all the places to lose your balloon, of all the places on that building is just so unfortunate. Squishy coming in. It's 1 for 1. Rainbow Crash moving in on the Admiral Quackbar. Where's the Dancing Feather going to spawn?
Well, it's a tricky situation here. I mean, the thing is, it's going to take...
There it is.
With a carronade strategy, it's going to take the Overwatch team a little bit longer to get those kills. However, they could still easily meat grind the Mandarins if they choose to spawn poorly. And that could be the case here. The Admiral Quackbar's balloon is down. Oh, Admiral Quackbar's he's gliding.
Here comes
stop it!
Knocked down. Rainbow Crash, though, losing its armor. Artemis coming in. The Squishy has got to show some support, and it's doing so by moving its bum right into the Dancing Feather.
Dear.
Tar comes out. Where's the mine? Mine hits the ship instead of
Rainbow Crash just dribbling the Admiral Quackbar along the ground like Michael Jordan, and he rams him into the building.
Squishy running, good distraction on the Dancing Feather. The Dancing Feather's alone, but the spawn from the Admiral Quackbar is going to be very close.
Yes, indeed. I mean, yeah, the Squishy can just go all out here. Rainbow Crash is close behind. But they're close to blue spawn. That's the thing. And the Admiral Quackbar will be able to get into this soon.
Dancing Feather is in a lot of trouble. Its main engine is down. The Admiral Quackbar is coming in. But the Squishy is going to break off. This is beautiful. Overwatch is splitting the
This is
Mandarins
amazing.
over
This
and
is
over
amazing.
again.
Oh, and Tar. Oh, Squishy spinning off the Admiral Quackbar with the Tar and the mines. Oh, the Rainbow Crash couldn't quite get the Goomba Stomp on the Dancing Feather, and now he's got the Gap Mortar on him.
Oh,
but
armor's
the finishing...
back up.
Oh, that's the thing. You have to be picture perfect with your Goomba Stomping, or it could go catastrophically wrong. And now the Squishy is trying to hold back the Admiral Quackbar, taking down his balloon while the Rainbow Crash finishes off the Dancing Feather. But, I mean...
Carronade on the Admiral Quackbar, gonna take out the balloon.
Indeed.
Drogue Shoot gets used.
Squishy's got to be careful as well.
Rainbow
the
Crash,
Gap Mortar going down the Rainbow Crash!
Oh!
Oh, no, they couldn't... He couldn't quite get the right angle for the ram kill, and now it's just backfired horribly. Squishing electing to just get the hell out of here.
No, he's throwing out mines. This is offensive posture. Oh, lands in the balloon. Squishy's gonna have to get out of here now.
Ooh. Mine hit there, but I didn't actually see any opponent hits. But in any event, the Squishy just popping Tar looks like he's getting out of dodge. He's got to be careful. If he sticks around there too long, his engine's going to get shot out. Then
yeah,
he
that's
would be
the
in big
danger
trouble.
of this strategy. That is the big danger of this strategy. Mine's coming out. Squishy eating a lot of Hades fire. One engine's on fire. Armor's not looking great. There goes the armor.
Oh, the Rainbow Crash coming back in. Rainbow Crash head of steam here. Flamer going down on the Dancing Feather. Seems just barely managing to save the Squishy. But he could be putting himself in a lot of danger. Oh, big ram on the Dancing Feather. Oh, but
these are the rams they need, but now the Dancing Feather is able to back away.
Oh, the Admiral Quackbar sneaking up with the Gap Mortar.
The Rainbow Crash has got to get out of here, or it's got to disable the Admiral Quackbar. It's got to do one of the two, but the mortars are coming out. Artemis comes out, disables the mortar.
Squishy's trying to body
shot. That Artemis shot saved the Rainbow Crash. They hit the mortar. No way.
Squishy was trying to body.
Clutch as it gets.
Squishy was trying to body block there, but it wasn't actually necessary in the end because, like you said, that clutch Artemis. Now the mine's going down. Oh, but it hits the hull. Does not explode.
Rainbow Crash in a lot of trouble. It has no building to
Oh,
get
that
behind.
mine wasn't picture perfect. Oh, Rainbow Crash. Oh no, the Rainbow Crash is going to hit its teammate's mine if it's not careful. Either it's going to hit the mine or it's going to hit the ground. Oh, but it hits a mortar instead and goes down. Oh, could this be the end? Could this be the end of Overwatch's chances here in the Sky League?
Squishy in a lot of trouble. Full hull on both Mandarin Junkers. Artemis coming out from some good disables in the Dancing Feathers. Squishy going to be okay. Hades down. Very, very important hit. Rainbow Crash spawns a little bit farther away. The Squishy's going to back up to his ally and try to re-engage, unless he hits the crane.
Oh, careful, Squishy. Careful, Squishy. Oh, buddy. Squishy, get out of there. Get out of there, Squishy.
Oh, no. The Dancing Feather disabled that Artemis.
Oh, Squishy electing to be careful here in maneuvering himself around this crane. Doesn't want to take a crucial bounce. Fair enough. Now the Rainbow Crash coming in through a stealthy route, low through the clouds, counting on his ally's ability to stay alive. This is a risky move.
The Squishy has not tried to take any cover. It's just
Yeah,
backing up.
It's just backing up.
It's panic. It seems like panic.
Is it panic though? I mean, if he was panicking, wouldn't he try to reverse behind some cover? Maybe it's a strategy. Maybe it's a considered strategy. Maybe he's trying to lead the Mandarins into the center ground for the Rainbow Crash to spring some kind of an ambush.
Oh, he's trying to keep the Artemis in arc as well. So even on that approach, he's going to have the Artemis there, and he's going to be able to lay down some covering fire for the Rainbow Crash. The Mandarins,
the Mandarins
have
are
spotted
getting
the Rainbow
very
Crash.
close. Oh, there we go. And now the Rainbow Crash could be in a lot of trouble. Rainbow Crash getting focus fired by those Hades and Artemis. He's not going to last too long with sustained focus fire like that. Rainbow Crash backing off for some cover. Squishy coming in to try and save his ally. Oh, but the Rainbow Crash taking so much fire.
This is where the Mandarins like to be, flying close with their Junkers and picking apart the enemy team like this, taking advantage
Oh no,
of
Squishy. Oh, Squishy does not want to be here. Oh, Squishy. Squishy went all in trying to defend his ally. Oh, but Squishy's going really low altitude, getting out of the arcs of the Admiral Quackbar. Oh, that building, I feel, pretty much saved Squishy's life there.
Hades coming out, but a lot of it's going to go into the balloon and into the engine
Crash.
column where it's not gonna do
Rainbow
much.
Crash going on the offensive again. I think this could be a mistake.
It is.
That Rainbow Crash just being really aggressive. And in this case, I feel it's working out to its favor. The Rainbow Crash taking a lot of focus fire. The Dancing Feather coming in with the Gatling. That should strip the armor pretty quickly. And the Artemis should finish it off.
It's getting behind the building. It's okay.
Oof,
Dancing Feather, though.
A
It's
narrow
right above the Rainbow
escape.
Crash.
A narrow
Squishy's
escape.
got to do something. Come on, puppy.
Dancing
Come
Feather.
on, puppy fur.
Did you bet for Overwatch in the tipping, Fred? I don't know. I got 100 on Overwatch.
Impressed. It's exciting. It's exciting to watch Overwatch play.
I guess it is, yeah. Seeing more Overwatch games would be exciting. But anyway, we are not biased towards either team. All we want to see is great games, and that's exactly what we've seen. And that Rainbow Crash, Flamer going out on the Dancing Feather. Oh, but the Rainbow Crash does not have the advantage in this situation. Oh, Rainbow Crash's armor's burning away. Oh, one more hit will do it. And the Rainbow Crash is down. And now the Squishy is in a place it doesn't want to be.
This is the way it's been a lot of this time. The Rainbow Crash is going in before the Squishy is ready. And the Mandarins are happy to capitalize on that massive mistake. And that's what the Mandarins do best. They take mistakes that enemy teams make, and they just make them awful. There it is.
What a great kill. Artemis and Hades just flattening the Squishy. It was all over in a flash while you were in mid-sentence.
Yeah, no kidding.
Man.
Mandarins picking up a victory 5-2. Very, very good best of 3, but the Mandarins pulling ahead using their superior teamwork and their superior firing capabilities.
Yes, but Overwatch gave him a hell of a good fight, though.